I was wrong. Hello and welcome back to the Metamystic Show. It's Missy Gordon, the Metamystic here. I'll make sure to add a couple extra S's for the trolls. I mean, people who continue to mispronounce my name. I didn't ever think I had a lisp. I used to even record like audiobooks and stuff, and I never had a problem. I was wrong. We have someone apologizing here. Now, they might not be a troll, but they might be somebody who's insecure. Maybe they were projecting judgment. Maybe they had a spiritual awakening. Or they will. Snakes, to me, speaking of S's, you really put pop filters onto microphones to make sure we don't hear the S in post-production. So I try not to emphasize my S's for that very reason. So I figured that I would take the time to say my name is actually Missy. Not Misty, not Mindy. What's the one I get on Instagram? Not Messy. Yeah, I've seen all of y'all. People used to call me Kissy Missy when I was a kid. Empress. Like when you're younger and people will like throw paper at you or something like that in class and like laugh with their friends in the corner, but it's really because they have a crush on you. I feel like that's the level of this for some, but for others, the reason why they're having us take the time to make this video about this person apologizing to you, or maybe you're this person, is because this wasn't just a little like flick. For some who are coming to apologize, you didn't only mispronounce this person's name, you mispronounced their entire personality, their character, and defamed their name for some here. So that's why we're having to come on down to the principal's office. Because you might think you're apologizing to someone, showing up with your Knight of Cups and your roses and your dreamy eyes. It's not gonna work here, Buster Brown. You're coming down to the office. Hello and welcome back to the Metamystic Show. It's Melissa Gordon, the Metamystic here. And if there is somebody that just mispronounced my name, they thought my name was Misty, and you actually just thought my name was Misty, probably because these trolls keep posting it. Haha, we got her. We got her to comment on us. No, I'm using you as an example for my lesson today, in today's class. 5 of Pentacles. Negging isn't going to get you in somebody's pants. Well, it shouldn't. People talk about nice guys finish last, and that may be true, but narcissists don't finish at all, or they're not going to, because this person's not going to sleep with you. So this person could be under a period of judgment, probably by you. But this is somebody from your past, and it can't even be a past life connection with the Judgment card. For some of you, this gets really weird because this could even be like a family member. They're coming to apologize, saying, I was wrong. This message came to me very clearly. this apology video. And the reason why I titled it this way is, first of all, because I thought it was funny, because that's the sort of videos that like David Dobrik would put out. Like, and it became a trend on YouTube where you would put like emotional like in the title, in the thumbnail. So this person who we're talking about here today, they could be really good with marketing. They could be good with titles. They could be good with convincing other people of someone's character. People that don't even know you. I'm seeing a group of people. This person's talking about you to a group and showing like your picture and stuff like that. They want you to be insecure so bad. But this is what this person doesn't get. You live in different states of mind. You could live in different states from this person when I said states. But you live in different states of mind, and it's not that one is better and one's worse. It's just they're very different. They're very different because this person, they care a lot about status and how they appear to other people. Who I'm speaking to, you care more about your actual character when nobody's looking, because you care more about what the higher dimensional energies and even the lower dimensional energies, how they're seeing you act when no one's around. Your allegiance is to that realm, those realms. So for this person to be like laughing, talking about, oh, it's going to be so easy to like sleep with this person or get this person, or when they started to see that it was becoming increasingly difficult to bag you, I'm getting like stock market stuff coming through here. This person left you holding the bag. They're coming holding flowers this time. But another time they left you holding the bag, it could have even literally been, you could have taken a financial hit because of this person. Hit, like HIIT, you could know this person even from like the gym. This person could even be like an instructor, they could be some sort of an instructor. But this person is having an awakening, and it's because of you, and it's because they thought you were playing hard to get. This person, for some of you, it was a negging thing. And I hope you guys know I'm actually kidding about the name thing. I don't actually care, and this is how you are too, guys. So just like, let's come into this energy for a minute, because it's kind of like a detached, not detached in an air sign way. It's detached in, let me know earth signs in the comments. And you don't have to be an earth sign for this to apply, but let me just say it this way. When an earth sign is like done, it's not even like an emotional thing. It's kind of just like, you're just like checked. It's like a checklist. Like it's kind of just one day, it's one way, and the next day, you can't get that spark back. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this person's thinking, oh, let's just start again. Let's start anew. Earth signs specifically, especially when you do try to degrade us with earth energy, talking about like our character, our work ethic, our money, our values, that's not just like something you can kind of just come back from, because that shows us, again, you don't have to be an earth sign. I'm just saying this, it's earth energy. We all have earth in our chart. So this person could have just hit a certain like moral code or standard or something for you where it's like, oh, like I'm dry as a desert sort of a thing. Like there's no amount of words. There's no amount of sleeping with you. I can do that on my own, thank you. That could make me attracted to you again. Now your apology, I will hear you out. So that's today's reading. It's like, and for some of you, it's advised to actually not hear this person out, because this has a spectrum of severity. So we have this oil here today, my offering to Athena. from the video right before this one, where it's number 167. They're trying to take you down, and we talk about the strategy of this person. Now, for some of us here, this person, this is part of their strategy. They're coming in like a lover boy, a lover girl, a lover, however they identify. And this is part of a long-term strategy. So once again, we will be bringing Athena into this reading. It's like, oh, it's just an apology. Calm down. You're being so this or that. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. That's what I have to say to that. Little James Taylor for you. Lonely times when I could not find the friend. So this person, for some of you, and I'm going to bring in the goddess Aphrodite as well to ground my energy back into Venus, where we belong. Because this person could have tried to bring you out of character. They could have tried to hit you so hard, like to cause you to become insecure, that for some of you it did work. Like some of you were really hurt by this person and you were affected. Some of you had to like go to therapy, or that's actually being advised if this has been that extreme of a situation. So this person, they're coming back saying, I was wrong. Today's reading is, we're going to see about that. We're going to see let's dissect those words. What does I was wrong mean, really? 3 words, so simple. Just like I love you or I hate you. Actions are what determine if the words hold weight. So again, back to weight, back to material, back to the real world, 5 of Pentacles. Did you or did you not intentionally harm this person in order to break them down, beat them to a pulp, or the words that I'm hearing? Energetically for some of you, this person's at a distance. For others of you, you were involved with this person. And for some of you, not to skeeve you out, but this person might even be like a family member. Someone you've tried to get away from. And this apology, the thing you were waiting for so long, to the point where you just stopped hoping and you started to actually heal and move on with your life, and this person's coming to pull out all the stitches before the wound has even come together fully. It's against doctor's orders. Some of your guides are not letting this person enter. And all they're letting you do is listen to a reading like this so that you know what this person wants to say. And that's as close as this person's going to get to you. 6 feet, please. 6 feet. For some of you, it's like 600 feet because it's a restraining order. Yeah, this person, for some of you, it's like you couldn't even speak anymore. That came through in my reading. They're trying to take you down, number 167. There was a throat chakra thing, and you guys know what I'm talking about. Let's just bring a trigger warning around the bend. Honk honk, hello everybody, it's TW the trigger warning clown here. Just coming out to say that if somebody hurts you and somebody makes you feel uncomfortable, by all means, run it through the filter of Venus. Because nobody's perfect. We all have insecurities. We all have past trauma. But that doesn't always mean you're the wrong one. See, this person, this is the one time they've possibly ever, even in their life, I'm hearing, said I was wrong. So this is what's crazy, is that you actually have helped this person awaken in some way, and you helped awaken some sort of insecurity in them that they were forced to look at again and again and again and again through you. It was like a push-pull with this person, where there was a side of them that wanted to go towards you. They actually were feeling something awakening in their heart chakra. But on the other hand, they were repulsed by it and they hated it because it was bringing up in them a certain insecurity. But the mirror of you two interacting in whatever way that was, for some of you, it was simply energetic. It caused this person to have to keep looking at it, looking at it, looking at it, looking at it. And it's like, I'm hearing, get it through your thick skull. Like, I'm seeing them get frustrated. Like, you caused friction within this person just by default. You might not have even done anything. But your energy, this person tried to intentionally break you down. And you know what? I'm not going to even pretend like it didn't actually work. Because for some of us, it really did. But the key is right here. And there is where we put the key in. We open the door and we move out. And that's what brings us into the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is the door, and our guides led us to that door. So now after we've done that healing, or we're in the process of that now, or we're just beginning that, depending on where you are in the timeline, we have to heal our hearts from this person, because this person was strategic, guys. And they could have even used your language. Like, they could have used, like, spiritual language, like animal totems, or, because see, this King of Swords, he's like outdoorsy. Like, there's an owl right here. Like, he's very, this is like a spiritual King of Swords, but we have the dragonfly right on his sword. So I feel like your ancestors, with the bat right here, talks about ancestors to me, along with crows, our guides for sure. It's like they showed you the truth of this person. It's not saying this is a bad person, this is a terrible person. But for some of you, if you were with this person in some capacity, for some of them, it's like they didn't awaken and they were, trigger warning, abusive towards you. So for some of you, this person coming back around saying, I was wrong, possibly even for the first time in their life, I'm hearing that again. Yes, that's a good thing. Yes, that's an honorable thing. You know, the Knight of Cups is like a knight in shining armor. This Knight of Cups, in their high vibration, they're more than just a smooth talker. They're more than a romantic that's there for the night and gone in the morning. But this person is only just coming to... I'm not saying we shouldn't give people a chance, guys, but for some of you, you've known this person for like 8 years. Like, this isn't new for some of you here. Like, you've known this person. And with the Six of Cups, I'm just going to dip in the 12th house, and then I'm going to dip out really quick. You could have even met this person multiple times through like multiple different relationships. And it's like, here they are again, maybe even in a different form for some of you. Something about forms, like signing forms. But with that said, we do have the Knight of Wands. See, this person, they want to give you this message. So let's let them speak, guys. Let's let them speak. For some of you, they're showing up, like, I'm seeing them tightening their tie and they're showing up to court. So for some of you, you're getting a divorce from this person. But let's let him speak. Because a lot of you are like completely done. There's no way to go back from this. This person, I'm hearing for some of you, you feel like this person broke your heart chakra. Like, this is a spiritual thing. Like, this person broke down your character, like the things that you love most about yourself and the things you've worked, I'm hearing lifetimes to create. It's like this person treated those things like they weren't valuable. For some of you, they had a third party on you. Or for some of you, Knight of Pentacles, you were with this person for so long and they like didn't want to, like they knew you wanted to get married, or they knew just whatever. This person, it's like Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Wands, that's like very different energy. I feel like this person, when they're having like a good day, they'll come forward with all of this like spiritual jargon. We're soulmates and let's just work together. We don't ever give up on each other. Like, I love you and let's not just throw this all away. We've put so much into this. Why would we throw away something that we've spent so many years creating? I'm hearing that. But then Knight of Wands, it's like this person talks the talk, and then Ten of Swords, they do some bullshit again, and then they come back and they do the whole thing all over again. With the Knight of Pentacles, oh, I learned this and I learned that. But there's something about this specific apology I was wrong that our guides want us to take a closer look at. So, because we listen to our guides, that's what we're doing today. And for some of you, this person messed with the wrong one because your guides are pissed. Your guides don't like this person. You know what I mean? So, we're hearing them out on a basis of... I'm hearing something about a subpoena. I'm not fully sure what that means, guys. So for some of you, this is like a legal thing. Like, they have to talk to you to like get you to sign something or to complete something, or there's something about a headache here. This has been a headache. For some of you, this breakup, Five of Swords, has been such a headache. You've had to work so hard to maintain your basic peace. See how she's sitting with her food and her candle. Like, some of you are doing moon rituals. Like, you're working so hard just to be able to eat your supper, I'm hearing. And to me, supper... I don't hear people in New England really using the word supper. Let me know. I'm hearing the Lord's Supper, which is it's that famous painting with all the 12 sitting with Jesus at the table. Some of you could be doing like spiritual and emotional cleanses because this person, it's like they made a dent. They hurt you. They belittled you. They marred your conscience, I'm hearing. I don't even know what that means. So, as we're holding our roses, and now you might be this person. I might be talking to you. You might be the one who's apologizing. So, we're fair here. We're a fair folk, but I'm mostly talking to the ones who are receiving the roses in this situation. We're going to get 4 cards. We are using the Light Seers Tarot today. I'm sure you are familiar with it. It's like this person, Six of Pentacles, they want to build past this Five of Pentacles. But I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're like already moved on, and this is more of just like a closure reading. You know how they say, don't wait around. You're never going to get closure from a narcissist. For some of you, this person, not for everybody. Let's make that clear. This person was a narcissist, and I've done a lot of study on narcissism, and basically if there is an apology, it's more of just a hoovering technique to pull you back in. They know the right things to say. It's a trick. It's a trap. So for some of you, and usually it's advised to just separate from that person and just find closure on your own. So for some of you, this reading is going to offer as that closing conversation with this person that you were never able to have to help. It's like an emotional support animal. Today, hi, I'm your emotional support animal. It's Missy Gordon. And they know it too. They know I have 3 Virgo placements, and they're purposely trying to mispronounce my name. Whatever. It's fine. I like trolls. I like gargoyles. I like it all. I like everybody. Even the trolls. I'm like, I'm glad you're here. Come on down. I like trolls. They're fun. I like the trickster spirits sometimes. They can be kind of interesting. Nothing really gets me down, and I feel like this person looking at you like that, it's like after everything maybe you just moved on with your life, right? But for those of you who this was more serious and more hurtful and more long-term damage with the Knight of Pentacles, and of course if you need help, seek help. I've gone to a lot of different types of therapists at different points in my life, and they were all really helpful at that time. And there's lots of forms of like helping yourself, like watch videos on YouTube about the situation that you just went through, read like Reddit posts, interact, like join some sort of an online group or a community that other people have been through the same thing as you. You're not alone. And part of this healing process is going to be you reclaiming your power and reclaiming the part of your soul that felt like this person took. Like you could have even felt like you molded yourself into a different person because of this person, because this person required it, are the words I'm getting. Seven of Pentacles. For some of you, you've gone a long distance with this person, and the Hanged Man, it's like just seeing another perspective of this situation can help this aspect of you release this once and for all. So let's just see. Let's see what their actual motives are. Like imagine if this person's looking at you and saying, I was wrong, I apologize. Let's read this person's energy fairly. That's what we're doing today. So we're going to get 4 cards. I was wrong. Let's read it. Yeah, I suddenly just got like a really depressive feeling. Yeah, 10 of Wands, heavy, that's what it is. Depression, maybe it's not depression for everybody, and yeah, maybe it's not depression for everybody, but it's weight, it's heavy. But she's on the move. See, it's like you could have had to, or this is what you're gonna have to do, like go it alone for a while, and that could be part of the reason why it's been so hard to deal with this, because she has like all her stuff with her and she has to like travel across the country and stuff. You know what I mean? Let's just sit for a minute, guys. This person has put you through a lot for some of you, and it's like we had that 9 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and now we have the 10 of Wands. It's almost like this apology is a burden. Like, you don't even want to watch this video. You don't even want to hear this. It's like you could even find yourself, like, disconnecting from anything having to do with, like, these topics and stuff like that. And you know what? That's not always a bad thing, right? And I'll miss you guys if you do take a break from the show. I love having you, but I'm here to help move us through. And we're not always going to have these same sorts of topics, right? We just got to work through this denser, heavier, I'm hearing magic. I was going to say move through this energy work, but I mean, bringing in heavy hitters like Athena, that's scary. Like she is the goddess of war and wisdom. Like she's literally, it's like a Joan of Arc energy as well. I work with Joan of Arc as well, and I have for many years. It's like you had to be a warrior through this for some of you here. And that's not love. Like even if it did help awaken this person knowing you, and they saw the beauty of like what love is, I'm hearing, I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. But it's not up to us to show someone how to love and all that stuff. It's like everyone deserves love, and everyone has the right to learn at their own pace. Like not everybody just like understands love at 12 years old, right? So give people a chance, and that's why we're allowing this person to just be here. Because for some of them, they're not apologizing. For some of them, they're refusing to apologize. They don't think they've done anything wrong. But this is their higher self trying to get them to evolve and, like, rise. Like, their subconscious mind is, it's like crying out, like, please, please. We're suffering. I'm hearing that. And it's like, you won't let us move through. I'm seeing, it's like, it's almost like a ghost or something. It's like an aspect of them is desiring to like move on to a different timeline, and this person's like they're stubbornly holding on, and parts of themselves are like desperate to rise. I just keep feeling that feeling like they are crying out to God for some of them, like please, please. This is an ego death for some here, where it's like they want this person to hit the floor, they want them to hit their knees and really just mean it and know I was wrong, not to this person, to myself. I've done wrong towards myself, towards my inner child. Like I have done you wrong. I went after the wrong things. Like I chased the wrong dream, the wrong person, the wrong aspects of me I let step to the front, and the ones that really mattered I threw out like yesterday's trash. I betrayed myself, therefore I betray other people. And you helped to be a mirror to this person to show them that this has all been going on within their own psyche. It's not about anybody outside of them, it's about what's within them. And all of this deep, spiritual, possibly past life for some of us, stuff is going on inside of these people. And yes, it could have been hard for us to go through the period of time we went with them. But now you're moving to the promised land. Like you're going to be all right. And some of you are already there. So for us, there's also an aspect for us too where this helped to heal something in us, meaning we healed ourselves without this person's apology. Because for some of us, we're never going to get an apology. And this video is, again, I'll say it, to help us process through something that would otherwise be stored away and dormant in the system. We don't want that to happen. The body does keep a score, right? And so we want to just zero that out. We want to integrate that, in other words, so that this doesn't impede future relationships or the way we want to express ourselves genuinely and openly and with artistic like expression or kind words or a genuine action toward a person, because we're scared that this sort of thing is going to happen again, whether romantic, platonic, family. So this has helped us heal too, because we had to heal ourselves. This person could have left you out in the cold in some way. It's better to be healed by your own higher self, by God, by spirit, by the universe, by your own soul, than it is to be healed by some apology that may or may not even be true, right? So let's just let this person go, guys, and move through this energy and move on with our lives, right? The devil. You could feel like you have an attachment to this person and it's heavy with the 10 of Wands. It's gonna be all right, guys. Some of us might need the help of therapy, or I'm hearing something about hypnotism. Deep states of meditation that are deeper than the average meditation. It's going down into hypnosis that can help you to access, things that are suppressed, that can bring out and up the things that I'm seeing an image, and I'm not trying to gross you out, but it's kind of like if you're trying to make yourself throw up, because you ate something poisonous, so like you're trying to throw it up. Like I'm seeing it as that with the Judgment and the Devil. It's like you've judged something as toxic, as dangerous to consume. So instead of this thing becoming part of how you perceive yourself, instead the teams are wanting us to like throw it up, basically. And for some, you might consider it an exorcism with the devil, but it's not that literal for everybody. For some of you, this was like a family member that consistently bullied you. Remember how I couldn't talk at the beginning and I made my joke about mispronouncing my name and stuff? Oh, I gotta fix my lipstick. Yeah, sorry guys, just a second. I'm actually gonna take a second. On that devil, I started to feel like shaky. Because yeah, for some of you, this person was way weirder than others. Like, they tried to, like, scare you, and they sent really dark entities your way and stuff. Like, I tried to do, like, the sunset orange lipstick to match my new dress. I just got this dress. It's, like, cute and summery. Like, I just want to have a fun, good summer. Like, do you got, like, even if you're not in summer, like my Australian friends right now, it's getting colder. But I'm just saying, whatever season you're in, like, don't you just want to settle into, like, the place you are and just feel just kind of, like, at peace and stuff? Like, this has been, and it's different for all of us, and I'm included in this. As you guys know, I just, like, tell the truth. I don't care. It's like, oh, you're not gonna look professional. Like, you're building a business here. Why are you telling your personal stuff? This is not a regular business, right? So, yeah. This is like reality. God will provide for all of my needs. I'm going to tell the truth. So, sorry, let's go. Yeah, I don't know. This energy's like, they're getting me off my feet. And I said that in yesterday's not yesterday's reading, but the one where we talk about they're trying to take you down. It's like, it makes me like shaky. And I've had really, really weird experiences on this energy, like similar to what you guys are experiencing, or some of you, where I've had literal entities sent to my home that were some of the darkest things I've ever come across. And I've studied demonology for years. Like, I've been involved with exorcisms. I have seen the darkest of the dark. Like, I have just whatever. I've just experienced a lot of demonic stuff throughout my life. But this energy implemented, it almost felt like they were conjuring spirits from the dead and like awakening them from their slumber of like 1,000 years. I'm not saying this is literal. This is how I would read the energy if I were to give a metaphor. It felt like grave sucking, and I've said that in another reading. It felt like that to me, where spirits were awakened, conjured up, and sent. And I've just been under this super heavy spiritual warfare for the past like year and a half since my apartment. So when did I move here to my house? I think I moved here in 2023. So anyways, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of context. Like, some of this, for me, some of this energy and some of the dreams I've had were like just some of the darkest stuff I've ever seen, like cannibalism, like just really like macabre stuff, guys. And there's a side of me, like I was joking about in the beginning, talking about some of the trickster spirits and stuff. I just try to have fun with it, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying welcome things into your life if you don't need to, right? But if you so find yourself trying to run away from some sort of a dark energy, it's best to embrace the moment that we're in and call in the people that know how to deal with situations like this, which would be goddesses like Athena, because it requires a strategy. It can't just be, it's heavy hitting energy, so there's a strategy required. It's like playing chess, so you need to be involved with your spirit teams as you're working through some of this energy. Because for some of you, this person coming in and apologizing, this is not a new person, I want to say. I don't feel like this is a new person. You could have a new person that maybe you think that this is about you, but it's not about you. This is, I mean, maybe you did have, I don't know, but this is not that, if that's the case. So anyways, let's move forward. For some of you, you've already healed with the 4 of Swords, or you're in that process. Yeah, another 4. You already have a new contract. For some of you, you're already moving in with another person, I'm getting. With the Moon, but they don't really want me to talk about that. It's kind of like, you know, don't touch the baby birds in the nest or the mother won't come back. Like, we need to let stuff like come to be. So I feel like that's another part of this person could be coming around because they see that you're with another person, and this is a strategy for them. And as I said, that there's the King of Swords, and I actually love this King of Swords. For some of you, this person's not all bad, but they play so many mind games, it's so exhausting. And I feel like some of you have dealt with others in the past with this sort of an energy, and you just don't trust it. You feel off in your spirit. So that's that. It's not even like all that deep for some of you. You're just like, that's that. Like, I'll hear this person out, and that's that. Like, you're not a disrespectful person, and you're fair. So, and we're all like this. Like, I'm not just saying, like, from one perspective. I'm saying, like, we're all like this. All right. Sometimes I've just got to get it out. I've just got to get out the information because it's been, like, brewing for a bit here. 1, 2, 3, and 4, our outcome magic card. Yeah, the 9 of Swords, guys. Now, I feel for some of you, this is the other person, and it's like they can't even sleep at night. They feel guilt. I'm hearing, what is this? This feeling that I feel. It's guilt. It's this person starting to feel remorse because you're holding back for some of you here with the 4 of Pentacles. This person's scared because something has changed in you with the Death card. Queen of Swords, see? You matched this person. King of Swords versus Queen of Swords. And it was never a versus for you. You never were looking at it as like some sort of weird competition. This person has like a complex or something, guys. For some of you, you could have even moved in with this person, because when I said complex, I thought of like apartment complex. And I'm hearing this person say, I would never live in an apartment. I have more money than that. It's like this person has an ego, guys. It's like, okay, life is not all just about like what you have either, guy. Like, and it doesn't have to be a guy. It's like this person bases their self-worth off of what they have. But what if you had nothing and no one, and you just, all you had was your soul, and you were just like, you took some time to go on like a spiritual retreat to connect with yourself and who you really are and your actual soul. Like, you will find, if you do that, and it doesn't even have to be a retreat. It could just be like, I'm taking a week off from work and I'm going to like get in tune with myself. Like, I need to figure myself out right now. Like, nothing is more important than this right now. If you or they will do that, I promise you, you will see things differently. And for some of us, there is an aspect of the other side too, where we just need to let this go. Like, some of us could be holding a grudge with the 4 of Pentacles against this person, and I'm not letting this person off the hook. I'm saying we also need to learn how to move on with our lives, right? We have fixed energy here with Scorpio, so Scorpio could be significant. That's the only like major arcana I have coming out here other than Pluto with the Judgment card. See, this is transformation energy. I'm seeing 2 cells hitting against each other, which reminds me of the God particle, which it's basically, if you've ever seen CERN with the Hadron Collider, basically you're just bumping cells together and just seeing what happens. Like that's what they're doing. So it's like you two were bumped together to see what would happen. And I think for some of you, it did spark a spiritual awakening in this person. And I'm hearing it caused a spiritual death for you. And there is a difference here. For them, it was waking up. For you, it's almost like it was going to sleep, like putting an aspect of your soul to rest. Like, because this person could have brought up past cycles of things, like throughout your lineage and stuff. Like, you could have had a grandma that dealt with cheating, or you could have run in your family line, or this person could have reminded you like of your father, or they could have reminded you just of your mom, or it's like this was meant to let us part of your soul for the other side to rest, to be able to go back into the grave, so to speak, and rest. Like for some of you, there was some weird conjuring up of like past enemies from past lives and stuff to come and like haunt and attack and stuff. Like some of this is really weird stuff, and that's because both of you are spiritual beings, and that's why you've come from lifetime to lifetime, because you actually do bump together and help like awaken each other. But there's something here with the side of things that's going to rest, where it's like letting go is more that side of things with the Four of Pentacles and the Death card, like letting something finally rest, letting dogs lie. Is that the phrase? Let me know. Sleeping dogs lie. Like you could have had a lot of lies, like people just lying to you from time to time, like through the ages. And just thought about that and just let it become part of your identity. For some of you, it caused a lot of like issues in your psyche or in your emotions or how you connect, and it's hard to trust and stuff like that. And I feel like it's hard for this other person to trust too, but that's what's awakening in them, is that, wait, I actually do want this. I do want a good life. I do want true love. I do want to have all those things that I just convinced myself I was fine without having them, because I care more about this or that than I do about those things. So it woke this other person up, and for you, it's about meeting this person and finally letting some big lesson go that's going to bring a transformation in you. For some of you, you're going to begin to sleep soundly. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like I always, ever since I was younger, I remember telling my Grammy when I was like 13, 14 years old, she would be like, why are you always yawning? You're young. Why are you tired all the time? And I'm like, I can't sleep. Nine of Swords, like that's, and for a long time I was actually on medication to be able just to sleep through the night, right? So for some of you, it's like you're finally going to be able to sleep soundly because your soul is finally letting something go. It's not just about this person. This person was a cog in the machine of the much bigger reality of what's taken place. So this actually was a wonderful thing that all of this happened. And if we can just zoom out, if we can just be like an Aquarius and zoom out and just be like, look at this, look at like coming above the planet and looking down over it from our spaceship and just being like, this all works together. This was a wonderful thing that we went through this. It makes sense. It all makes sense. So I was wrong. Card number 1, we have the Knight of Wands, guys. Why is that the first thing in? Like, the Knight of Wands can be an inconsistent energy. It's kind of like a firefly. And the Knight of Wands can be a super fun energy. Like, this can be going on a spontaneous trip or kissing someone, like, in the rain. Like, this can be very passionate. And I love the Knight of Wands in certain contexts, or, like, writing a song, jamming with people, like jumping into the water like when everybody else was too chicken, sort of a thing. But I'm just curious, why is this the first thing in? It's like they're coming in in a water energy with the roses, and then it's immediately this fire energy. I mean, they might just be like really attracted to you guys. We'll get clarifiers if we need to. Card number 2 is the Ace of Wands. Yeah, I feel like for some of you guys, this connection with this person, not for everybody, but was based off of attraction and lust. Now, I was wondering why I was wearing this orange dress, right? And it's that sacral chakra, root chakra, the red and the orange. So, and that's in certain contexts, what's wrong with that? Like, everyone wants to have like passion. They want to have like a storybook romance. They want to have, people want to experience erotica and the more spiritual aspects of sexuality that I feel we all. Sex is sacred, sex is holy, and you're not just attracted to everybody, right? So there is a brain when it comes to, like, there is a brain inside every chakra. So even if it feels like, oh, this person's just attracted to me, or I'm just attracted to them, yes, that's true, but at the same time, that chakra holds a brain. They hold emotions. They hold memories. So, yes, it could just be like, oh, I want to jump into bed with that person. But it's still filtering through the human soul. And everything holds meaning. At least that's what I believe. Right? So... And I'm a Leo Venus, so, and I'm a Virgo Mars, but it's in the first house, so it has that passion energy, even if it's in Virgo. So, like, I understand, like, the passionate, like, jump in sort of energy. I also have a Jupiter in Leo, too, so it's, like, my, like, love life. And you could also argue my Mars, just using me as an example. Like, so I'm trying not to demonize this energy. I'm trying to be fair. I'm saying, like, jumping in or going with your passion or being, like, spontaneous. In the right context, that can make your life more colorful, more fun. Like, Leo, 5th house. Like, but at the same time, there's something about this person that made us feel, if you're on this side of things, in the energy I just spoke on, that made us almost just feel like I'm not, like, turned on. Like, and I'm not just saying it in a sexual way. I mean, like, that turns me off. Like, I don't want to go on a date with you even. Like, I'm hearing, I don't even want to talk to you. Like, I'm feeling kind of just, like, an energy of just, like, suppression and, like, turning away. It's like the sun going down and this cold stone, like, imagine a stone wall. Like, when the sun is beating down on it all day, it's nice and warm when you put your hand to it. But when the sun goes down and you touch that big stone, it's, like, cold as ice. So I feel like for some of you, like, this flame cannot be lit again. I feel like that's what this person's hoping, is to light this flame again. And I don't think this is a new person, guys, right? So, and again, I just want to remind you, even though I'm speaking in the context I'm speaking in with the sexuality and the root and the sacral chakra and stuff like that, just take the sexuality bit out, because if this doesn't apply, because for some of you, this is like a family member or a friend or somebody who they're realizing now that they hurt you. So for some of you, you just had a lot of fun with this person. This could be like your sister or something. Like, maybe your sister looks like that. Like, this could be your sister where you had a deep bond with them. See how the eyes are closed? But it's like, I don't know, guys, what the storyline is for everybody, but passion isn't only sexual. And I feel like that's a conversation you could have had with this person or tried to have if this is romantic, where it's like, sex for me is not just fucking me. Like, Also, I believe, let me just voice this. I believe that with the sacral chakra, my sacral chakra is valuable to me. Um, this is not a prude thing. It's actually quite the opposite of that. It's an evolved sexuality where we have integrated our shadow side of sexuality, so we have connected with, like, look into what your black moon Lilith is, for example. Um if you're curious about more of that sort of stuff, like Kundalini awakenings and sacred sexuality and tantric sex and stuff like that, because there's no need to demonize sex. I came from the church where, trigger warning, I wanted to cut off my genitals when I was 12. So they shamed me so bad that I almost threw up at one period of time when it came to my sexuality. Just in general, they traumatized me so bad that it was hard for me to, I had so much shame, and I've had to be working through this for the past like 20 years. So you could have like opened up, and it doesn't have to be that extreme for everybody. I'm just trying to give a little bit of my side too. Just so you guys know like where I'm speaking from, the location of where I'm speaking from. Like, for some of us, we could have gone through things sexually, and this person actually helped awaken that again, which is a good thing. I'm sorry, my throat just keeps closing up. Um, this person could have helped awaken that in us, right? Again, it's like a Mars energy. But I feel like something about this person, it's like you let them into a very sacred space. You let them into like your holy room. Like, you could have literally let them into your like meditation room or something like that, and they like desecrated it in some way. So yeah, this person did something with the sexual energy that like wounded you, and I feel like you tried to explain to this person like, I'm totally open. Like, I'm open to a lot of like different sorts of expressions of sexuality. Like, I'm very open-minded when it comes to different things. So it's not a prude thing. It's like, this person treated it just like a slab of meat or something, and it made you feel, or who I'm speaking to feel, because I'm seeing for some of you, you're a man who I'm speaking to. This is not just a female topic. Like, I feel like a lot of people, even if like we want to talk about it or not, and we don't have to, guys, right? I'm just saying, I feel like it's more taboo for men to actually feel into that, because it's kind of like more awkward to be like, yeah, she did something I didn't want them to do, or he did something to me I didn't want him to do, but I kind of went along with it and I was uncomfortable, because I feel like guys, like especially straight men, think it's like a pussy move to be like, okay, if a girl's going down on me, what am I gonna do? Complain? It's like, you seem like a fucking weirdo to your friends. Like, they would just be like, dude, like, but she gave you head though, like what? But you could have felt like in a weird mood, like maybe you were crying. I'm seeing this. Trigger warning. I'm seeing this specific story. A man just feeling very like, just coming home from like work or something crazy happened, or just something was like extremely triggering or traumatizing to you, that you were like trying to open up to your partner. You were having like a moment. I'm seeing that your partner like rubbing your shoulder, and you're like explaining, and it's like they're starting to undo your pants, and it's like, okay, just because you get like aroused by that, like a lot of people would, you could be thinking like, okay, but that happened, so if I didn't want it, then why did that happen? There's trigger warning. There's a lot of cases that I've read, that talk about like that younger, if something happened to you when you were younger, um you could question yourself like, well, then why was I like aroused while it was happening if it was against my will, right? But guys, it's a biological, like, some people need to help like release shame, where it's like, yeah, but if I didn't this or that, then why was there Ace of Wands? male, female, non-binary, however you identify. Guys, the body like reacts, you know what I'm saying? But I am seeing something. I'm seeing something where like a man specifically like wasn't into something, and then maybe kind of mentioning something to one of their like friends. Like this could be two friends talking and them kind of just being like, dude, like what? Like you're really gonna complain about that? So anyways, that's for somebody, and I say those things because I want everybody to be seen and to know that also that you're welcome here, and that there's a lot of, I would love to invite, you know, everybody to have a safe space. I just don't like politics. That's really my only thing. That's really my only thing, guys. I just like to keep things more to the emotional side and the psychological side and the artistic side and the more like spiritual side. I don't really like to talk politics. So that's like my only thing. Because I want everybody to be able to sit at the same table together and connect on other things. There's more to life than that, right? So anyways, I don't know why I felt led to say that, but I just want to give everybody a voice and give everybody a chance at the microphone, energetically speaking, right? So let's move forward, but I'm seeing something like that where maybe something didn't happen with this specific person. Maybe it did. But there's something here where I'm seeing for some of you, you could have gone through a hard situation in your past. You opened up with this person in a sensual way or an intimate way or a sexual way. You felt like you let them into your insecurities and things about you. And for some of you, this person made jokes about it with their friends or with their mom, I'm hearing, or like told like secret things or like degraded you sexually like in front of other people, and you know, and it was like a private moment and stuff. And I just feel like there's just like a mistrust now in this person at a very deep level that they can't like come back from. Card number 3, King of Pentacles. I feel like this is what you're looking for, or this is possibly even what you are, whether you're a man or a woman. King of Pentacles, like you're somebody who's the long haul. Knight of Wands is much more, and again, in the right context, remember I prefaced with the right context, I love the Knight of Wands, right? This can even just be like a passionate message. But this can also be like a drunk text or something where it's like it took you, I'm hearing for some of you, it took you years to get your life back together, and this person's just having a drunk text. It's like, don't text me, sort of a thing. But for some of you, this King of Pentacles, this is the sort of relationship that you want and that you require, that you expect, and because this is the person you are. So it's like you expect that to be mirrored back to you, right? That's how I'm seeing that. This could also be a new person, guys. So I'm always going to kind of dip in and out of that energy because I feel it kind of slithering through the readings. This Knight of Cups with the King of Pentacles, this might also be a new person coming in, and that's why this person from the past is freaking out, 9 of Swords, coming back in. Because they feel, oh my God, they actually found somebody, like the things I never did for them, the person I never was. It's like I'm seeing them, I'm seeing pictures of them on Instagram at the beach. I'm seeing that. It's like, oh, like why are they at the beach? I should be at the beach with her or him. So let's look at our outcome magic card. We have the 3 of Pentacles. I'm going to have to clarify this because I'm hearing like, let's just make this work. Like, let's just work together to make this work. Like, I've changed. I didn't want the same things I did back then that I do now. So let's clarify this 3 of Pentacles. This is really what I want to focus on, is the outcome, because I feel like we understand now kind of some of the stuff that went down behind the scenes. For some of you, you could have felt like this person, it was only like a sexual lust relationship. For some of you, this is like a situationship. We have Aquarius and Libra here. A lot of air with that King and Queen of Swords. You guys could have connected intellectually as well. Four of Pentacles, but there was like a holding back. Like I feel like you felt like this person played mind games with you, and you thought it was fun to like talk with this person, but then you realized like, wait, the way that they use their air energy is kind of like skeevy, I'm hearing. I don't know what that's about, but so let's clarify this Three of Pentacles. Look. Three of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles. Now, for me, see how they're holding this little contract is how I see it. I see the Three of Pentacles sometimes as the writing up of a new contract. So for some of you, this is a totally new thing that we're talking about, and the outcome is basically like Seven of Wands. Okay, thank you for your apology, but like I'm interested in something else. I have a new contract coming in, sort of a thing, and I don't think you're saying that to this person, and I would advise against that. This is a spiritual thing I'm seeing, guys. Like the guides are coming together. Like you could be manifesting a new person and a new person you. And it has all these elements. Like these in the light, these cards, the King of Pentacles, that's long term, that's stable, that is like, I'll love you until the end of time. Like we'll be old together laying in bed, like Notebook style. And then the Knight of Wands is like, but we still keep it fun. We still keep it fresh. Like we spice things up. We go on vacations. We still send each other like racy pics, like, or just a cute message, like spontaneously. Like we keep things, we write a little like note to put in the person's lunch. And then the Ace of Wands is like, everything's always new. Like there's always more to learn about you. There's always new doors. Like we're always growing, we're always changing, we're always evolving, and we still love each other. We're there for the long haul. Like we know that each of us are going to change and each of us are going to grow, but we love that. We love that we grow together. I'm hearing from lifetime to lifetime, so that could be what you're manifesting. I mean, this is clearly a love reading, right? But we have the Magician and the Devil here. So for some of you, this is this other person. For some of you, it's both. But it could be this other person trying to manipulate you with the Devil, and the Magician being like, I just want to make things work. Like, I've changed. I've healed. I've gone to therapy, I'm hearing. This green shirt is sticking out to me. This person's favorite color could be green. They took so long, guys. Like, if this is a past person, I'm hearing for some of you, this person was just, like, watching you for years, and they were just sitting there. I feel like my heart pounding, and they were just, like, sitting, watching you, and holding back. It's like, why were you doing that? You let the love of your life go. I'm hearing somebody say that to this person. Yeah, now they won't talk to you. And I'm hearing something like, and I know why. Like, I would feel like that too. Like, this guy could even have, or person could even have people around them, like, almost agreeing. It's like devil's advocate. Like, they don't feel like this person's in the right. Which is kind of interesting. That could be another reason why this person feels like pressed in general, but just feels pressed to, like, contact you or reach out, or this is what they're thinking about, and some of them are never going to do it. They're just going to think about it, stand on the balcony for the rest of their life, make a plan. For some of you, I'm seeing them like years and years and years later, like 30 years later, like contacting you. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy work. Like, just move on. I feel like, yeah, you're planning a new direction and leaving the devil behind. So let's clarify this Three of Pentacles. I feel like for a lot of us, this is a new contract. And I've mentioned that a couple times in previous readings. Three of Pentacles for the collective. We have the Hanged Man. You might feel like this is just in the dream state right now. It's kind of like Neptunian, like in the spiritual dimension. My whole right ear just went like silent. You could feel even like, wait, some days it's silent and some days it's not. Like, don't, hold on. Sorry, I got a call coming through. Yeah, that could be like this other person coming in right when you're like thinking of seeing like things in a different perspective. Like, wait, maybe things actually can work between me and a new person and stuff, and you're having like an awakening about that, and then you could start seeing stuff differently and be like, wait, like maybe this new person, if you have a new person already, some of you haven't met them yet, but some of you have. Yeah, some of you. Okay, hold on. Sorry, 1 second. I gotta go to the door. Five of Cups. Like all of this is coming up. Like all of this is coming up, and it's like it's making. If this is for a new person, it's Neptune, guys. Neptune is not always like accurate. It can just, Neptune can actually make us see things in the wrong direction. Like, yes, it's another perspective, but if your guides are bringing you a new person, it's for our highest good. Some of us have really gone through it and are even having a hard time, like, just in general, you know what I mean? Because, yeah, just we have Aquarius energy here. This new person could be an Aquarius. Yeah, look, that could be what the new contract is. Doesn't have to be that, guys, but just Aquarius was coming out. It's like making plans with... We also have Leo and Pisces here. So those signs could be significant. But with the Two of Wands, it's... Let's just get more cards. All right, Three of Pentacles. We have the Hanged Man. Just stay grounded if there's a new connection here, because your guides are bringing this to you. I'm hearing because it's part of your destiny. We have the Knight of Wands. This is what I was going to say, and I forgot because I had to go open the door. Okay, so, okay, hold on a second. There's a lot coming up involving this new person, because I feel like this person, there could be something about their, like, the way they move with two Knights of Wands that remind you of an old person, and you're thinking that means this person is gonna be like the last person, and that's causing like a Tower moment. But look, it's an Ace of Pentacles. It's like you're being offered some sort of a new soulmate, and it's a Tower moment. Like, at least at first, you could want to detach from that, or detach from your heart. Like, you would have a hard time, like, expressing that sort of stuff to a new person. This could even be, like, a new friend or something, guys. I feel like for some of us, this other thing put us through the freaking ringer to the point where it's just a lot. But I don't feel like this new person is like a player or flighty or irresponsible or any of that, guys. I think that's why it's Neptune, because it could be confusing to think there's a specific trait in somebody's energy that seems similar to something else, but they're not related, is what I'm hearing. Oh, for some of you, like, they're not related. Like, this new person and this old person, they're not relatives, so to speak. Like, they're from, like, a different star system, I'm hearing. Like, they're not the same. We have the Ten of Swords and the Two of Swords with the Empress. See, you could have graduated into like a higher timeline with the Lovers. We have Gemini and I was going to say Virgo and Scorpio, but I can't get the words out. This is Gemini and Taurus with the Page of Cups. I feel like this is a new person. you could have gained your self-worth after a really hard time. And again, this could be like family and stuff, guys. It doesn't have to be a lover, but for a lot of people it is a lover. Yeah, Knight of Cups, just to clarify that. And you could even be simultaneously dealing with this old person coming around right when a new thing is taking off, and it's like a tower. It's bringing up all this stuff for you. And you know that your guides are bringing in a new person, so you don't want to push this person away. But at the same time, you're like, I also don't want to be... We have Aquarius here. We have Scorpio as well. Like, yeah. It's like you can't, it's hard to see beyond the tower. It's like closing your eyes, and every time you close your eyes, all you see are the Ten of Swords. I meant the Ten of Swords, not the tower, but interesting. Every time you close your eyes, all you see are those past betrayals. It's kind of like coloring everything to do with not just a new person, but new situations in general. Like, some of you could even be going like back to school, or working on a business, or trying new things, or working on your health or whatever. And it's like, it's giving this feeling of being a little bit haunted by all of that stuff from the past, especially if this person's coming back around. It's like it's bringing it up, right? So, and I feel like you worked so hard, all of us have, to gain our power back, work on our self-worth, themes of Venus, right? Okay. In closing, Three of Pentacles. What's our advice with our outcome card, the Three of Pentacles, please? We have the Ace of Cups, and it fell right on top of the Five of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. I feel like it's saying, continue to heal your heart, get back in tune with your own heart, and follow your destiny. I'm hearing follow the white rabbit. Follow the white rabbit. With that Neptune energy, that makes sense, because to me, Neptune is kind of trippy. It's kind of like Alice in Wonderland, and you could feel a little bit like that. Especially with like Jupiter and Neptune. This is like, it's kind of like when everything expands and then moves around. It's kind of trippy. It's like, it's psychedelic. Like, things are expanding and things are moving around in colors, and you're hearing all this loud music, and it could feel a little overwhelming or overstimulating with the Knight of Swords. But that's what this new season requires of us, is to let this old stuff come up so we can actually move on and move through and integrate. And simultaneously, like, a new contract is being written up. So, and it's all in divine timing. Anything else? Yeah, we have the Chariot. Yeah, for some of us, we're just in a time of learning right now, and like putting the pieces together of our own lives, and then a new person will come in. There could be a Capricorn energy here. We have Libra, Leo, and Taurus with the Three of Cups. You could even have, oh, I almost dropped my whole deck. You could even have like, you could have like lunch with this person, or I don't know, guys. This feels a little hard right here. This feels like a little bit like, let's just move slow and just continue healing, and no pressure, and just like, this is positive, right? So I'm gonna end on that. I feel like, so in conclusion, the original person's apology, I feel like it's more important for them to be apologizing to themselves, like we started off with, because really at the end of the day, this journey, you sparked a journey in this person, and our hope is that they continue down that line for themselves. Like, I feel like for the majority of us, we're not going to take this in. And that could even be the thing that actually fully sparks this person's spiritual awakening. I'm seeing like a lighter and sparks coming off, is you actually turning this person down and being like, thank you, I do receive your apology, and I'm actually very proud of you that you have like come to this, but like I've moved on, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's gonna help this person go down a higher vibrational road. For some of you, they're gonna go down that road because they think it's gonna win you back, and for others, they're gonna start going down that road because they have like an awakening, and then, well, I don't know what's next. It's foggy, right? We can only see so far. We see through. I'm trying to think of that scripture. It's like through a mirror dimly. Like it's talking about being able to see through like the eyes of God. And we can only see through it with like the smoke. So we don't ever truly know what the future will hold. But there's always hope with the star. There's always hope. And there are plans, and the guides are working on those plans. And as long as we just keep going and just keep healing and just continue to focus on our highest vibrational paths, the rest is history. The rest will work out. So I love you guys. It's been Missy Gordon, the Metamystic here. If you are interested in booking a reading, you can always send me an email. Info is down below. Thank you to everybody who donates. I really appreciate you guys. It helps so much. Thank you. I love to read your comments. And remember, you can always listen to this show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. EST, as well as on my YouTube channel at The Mystic, The Metamystic Show. I love to reach for you guys. Some readings are a little bit harder than others, just because it brings up like emotions in me as well, but that's how you know it's real, right? So it's good. We're all healing, we're all moving, we're all growing. And there's good things ahead. There's good things ahead for everybody because we're doing the work and we've committed to ourselves above all. And that's really the secret. My right eye is twitching. To me, that's like a positive omen. So I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one.